Seahawks 18, Colts 16. I think the whole world was rooting for Phillip Rivers today. Not because I don't like the Seahawks, not because anybody has anything against Seattle, but what a story. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers comes back. I mean, I thought it was going to be elderly abuse. It really wasn't, but it could have been for sure. You know, it's tough. Hasn't played in the league for 5 years. You're coaching high school football. I'd imagine the workouts have gotten a little bit easier. Like, I can definitely tell. I don't blame him. I'd probably do the same thing at that age. But you can tell it's like, you know, a little piece of cake at night wouldn't hurt me. You know, it's a little treat. Like, I deserve it. You know, I played how many years in the league? Decade and a half. I deserve this, you know. It was awesome to see him come back. And I wish he could have completed the story with a W against Seattle. But what I'll say about his game, Phillip Rivers did everything he could. 44 years old. The guy practically is an elder. He shows up, and the accuracy is still there. Sure, some heat was left off the ball, but he did his job and scored a touchdown against the top 3 defense in the NFL. I'd score his game a B to a B plus considering his age. 18 of 27, 120 yards, a touchdown, and an interception that was forced at the end of the game. Yes, the footwork, the pocket movement, it's brutal, but he also hasn't played in 5 years. He's probably 30 or 40 more pounds than he was when he played, and he's 44 years old. The Colts brought him in to do one job, win the game, and he gave him the opportunity to do so. When they needed a stop, when they needed a special teams play, they didn't get it. That's not on Rivers. What do you want the guy to do? And what I loved most, my favorite part about the day, was the post-game presser. I think every young kid, and even myself, like, I was inspired. It was more about Rivers conquering his fear. It was more about showing people that you can. At 44 years old, with zero athleticism, with years of just chilling out, no football, he comes back and within a week scores a touchdown, plays a pretty clean game, and almost wins against a playoff team. Like, I'm pretty confident Rivers could win games against, 25 teams in the NFL. There are some teams that, when you stack them up against Rivers, like, if Houston played them, I don't know. Like, the D-line's good. If the Rams played them, I don't know. I think the defense is too solid and Stafford would just kill them. But games like this, Seahawks, the Rams will be interesting the 49ers will be interesting next week to see. I think it's inspiring. He's been an inspiration. Coming back to football at his age, to execute, and actually play pretty solid. I thought it was a good game from Phillip Rivers. The Seahawks ultimately come away with the W, but what I've said all year about this team is that they're concerning in the sense that the defense is great. I love their defense. I love what Mike McDonald has done. With that being said, the truth is that the offense is unreliable. And that's not me saying that they haven't put up good numbers this year. They haven't had dominant wins. But what I will say is that I can't trust Seattle's offense. They have one superstar, and that's it. It's JSN. And if it's not JSN, it's bust. I have not seen Sam Darnold at a high level in a big moment perform like an elite quarterback. Every time I see him in a big game, he always falls apart. And to me, that's not a coincidence anymore. I hope he proves me wrong. But games like today and the Falcons in the first half when he started slow makes me very concerned about this team. It's why nobody looks at Seattle as a true playoff contender, because you have no clue what to expect out of Sam Darnold. Now, you go get Rashid Shaheed, and he's an awesome option for you, but it doesn't matter if Sam Darnold throws 3 interceptions in a game. For the first half, it looked like Phillip Rivers straight up outperformed Sam Darnold. And if they lost this game, a lot of Seahawks fans would be a lot more concerned. And I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're kind of biting their nails after today saying, geez, yeah, we're good. Yeah, our record is good. But what happens when we play the Rams? Well, the last time Sam Darnold lost you the game, threw 4 interceptions. Inexcusable interceptions, too. So, I think, yeah, I just don't know if I can trust them. I trust Stafford a lot more. I honestly trust Jalen Hurts a lot more in the playoffs because I've seen it. I have something to go off. The only memory I have of Sam Darnold in big games is last year against Detroit in the regular season when he collapsed, then the Rams in the postseason where he collapsed, then this year against the Bucs where he threw a game-losing interception, and then again against the Rams when he had 4 interceptions in a game. When I see a big game performance on a big stage, and he does it, I'll change my mind. But up to this point, he's just been a really good, efficient regular season quarterback.